Hey, what's up guys? Diplex here again. Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy at War. Now, yesterday was May 4th, and of course, in Star Wars you say May the 4th be with you, so I figured I'd upload a Star Wars Galaxy at War video, and I did. About 10,000 of you saw the video, and I thought it was good and all, but unfortunately the video was only available in 360p. I can't really explain why, but it was impossible to watch, so I had to remove it. This is the very same battle. I have done a few tweaks and modifications to make it perhaps even a tiny bit more interesting, but essentially it's the same thing. But it's no longer May 4th, so the 4th is no longer with us. This is actually, I suppose, what, Cinco de Mayo, May 5th? So, arriba! I don't know, man, but here we are. And also, one thing I could do yesterday was enable the full cinematic mode. That doesn't work today for some reason. Like, what the fuck? Why? I don't understand. It makes no sense. I'm tapping my keyboard in all kinds of different ways, and it won't... Oh my god, it happened! What the... That's never happened before. Okay, I'm not gonna change anything. We're gonna get straight down to business, because if this is working now, I don't want to screw anything up. The Force, I suppose, might still be with us a tiny bit, even though it's, maybe there's some kind of Mexican. We got some kind of Mexican force with us today. This could be Mexico, though. Anyway, talking about the location, this is so weird. I don't know what kind of fucking re-entry to my YouTube career this is, but, anyway, this is indeed a map made by Mr. Bloodmoon, as I mentioned yesterday. He also created the map we used for the Battle of the Hoth, or of Hoth, I suppose. And I like that you can now hear me like clap my hands and stuff, because this microphone picks up everything going around 360 degrees, you know. So in my previous microphone, I could fiddle around with shit on the other side of the microphone and you wouldn't hear it. But now you can actually tell if I'm like, ah! You feel the energy, right? Fuck. Anyway, so beautiful map, down to the battle, and I hate kind of explaining this again because I feel like most of you have already heard it and seen it, but for those of you who haven't, of course, I gotta let you guys in on the deal as well. We've got a battle between clones and droids today on this desert planet. I don't know which planet this is, but let me know down in the comment section below what it could be, or which one it could be. It's mostly desert, but there's also a few tropical elements on it. It's not as dry and kind of dusty as Geonosis, which has this like red rock feel to it, which is kind of cool. So there's definitely a little bit more of a temperate feel to this one, I suppose. We have a third faction here in the center. They are smugglers, and they sell droid and clone equipment, and they're just going to be caught up in the middle of this big firefight and stuff. So they really have no idea, and they're really not taking part of this battle. They're just here to spice things up. So I think this should be a pretty cool fight. The droids will receive 5 waves of reinforcements, and the clones will receive 4 waves of reinforcements. There will be about 240 clones deployed today, so about 2 companies. 4, I suppose more than 4, no, 4 platoons to be exact. Although that doesn't make any sense. No, it doesn't, does it? Because 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. 8 platoons, of course. How did oh yeah, of course, because it's 4 waves. I thought it was 2. Anyway, and then we have the droids who will be receiving around 80 per wave, which would give them close to 400. So that's the numbers. But don't worry, the clones are better than the droids, of course. So it'll show in the battle. There will also be a 5th and final special wave per side, but we'll get to that later. So if you saw this video yesterday, watch it again, because it's a completely different battle. It's not completely different, but of course it's a different instance. I have done a few small modifications to the cliff wall here to allow for more entries to the outpost here in the center. And also, it's in 1080p. It was 360p yesterday, so that was terrible. Anyway, guys, let's get going. Hopefully, I'll be uploading another video later today as well. But you know, we'll see how it works out. Let's first try and get this one out on the road in 1080p and all functioning and shit like that. I can't believe my comeback yesterday on May 4th, which was like, you know, perfect Star Wars day. Got a lot of views in a pretty short amount of time. And this morning I woke up and I was like, shit. Gotta delete it. There's just no way around it. I cannot have that 360 piece or 360p piece of turd on my channel. It won't work. It just won't. Anyway, guys, the battle is about to begin. The droids are rushing in here on the left side. We got the clones on the right. They're about to first encounter the smugglers in the center. This is going to become very interesting. Oh, let's see how things turn out. Droids are now capturing the marketplace. We have clones fighting their way up this narrow path in between the cliffs. And the smugglers caught in the middle of it are just probably super confused. Most of them have tried to escape but now been gunned down by both clones and droids. They probably thought it was a raid. No, this ain't a raid. You're in the middle of a massive clash between battalions of droids and companies of clones. Or just, I suppose, companies of droids as well, if you want to get technical with numbers. So the droids have now captured the high ground here around the market, but you will notice that clones excel at long-range fighting, whereas droids would be better up close and in numbers. So if they can utilize their numbers advantage and get up close and personal with the clones, they might just push them out and overrun them. But at range, the clones are excellent fighters. And right now they're holding the low ground here. Not really pushing too much forward. They're going to engage the droids at a distance. Over here on the right side, the clones are doing a lot better, gaining some ground, starting to dig in and harden up here around the center. There is a bit of a... what do you call this now again? A choke point here. The droids can actually use a lot of these cliffs as paths into the outpost center. It's really cool because you wouldn't think that you could traverse these cliffs. And you can't just walk straight up. In fact, you have to find natural paths, just like this one here, to make it up. So that's very realistic and natural, and I just love the way that it just kind of works out for this map. So a second wave has now been deployed, perhaps a third, but I do believe this is the second wave. 2 more waves will be coming in, and I think that minor lag is a signal that the third wave is on the way. Yes, indeed. We got a few clone officers on the ground here as well today, so you know what? I'm actually super excited. I thought I wouldn't enjoy re-recording this battle at all, but I'm having a blast, guys, because I know it's going to be different. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, and I hope you guys are watching this, even if you saw it yesterday or a part of it. I mean, whatever you could see. I mean, in 360p, this game is completely unintelligible, or whatever you call it, so it's just a load of crap. Oh boy, are we having a sweet close quarters firefight here. We got the droids trying to sort of harden up around here. They are rushing in with a lot of numbers. Look at this destruction. So much clone firepower from down below. Look at them all spread out here on the low ground, firing away at the droids, giving them absolutely no room to breathe. But they are hardening up here as well. Around the cliffs, they are getting some good cover, and they are returning fire. Oh my god, is this an absolutely insane fight. Once again, I want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Bloodmoon for making this map specifically for us. I love you, man. Thank you so much for the work, and I look forward to be playing on more of your maps in the future. Everyone out there in the comment section, give a cool thanks to Mr. Bloodmoon for providing us with this beautiful creation of a map. Hopefully we can release some map packs in the future with maps from Bloodmoon containing battles I've created. Okay, we got a few more droids coming up here, but right now they're not in control of the market. In fact, we got clones moving up slowly, but oh my god, they're pushing here on the right side. This is turning into a gruesome firefight, like up close and personal right now. This is kind of what the droids want, and I'm not sure this is going to work out in the favor of the clones, or we will simply have to find out. So the clones in particular are today Phase 1 501st clones. I do like the Phase 1 look, and I think Phase 2 is overused a lot of the times, even though Phase 2 looks good as well. Jesus, and throwing them over here as well. More droids are coming in. So in a matter of minutes or a second, the 5th and final wave will be deployed, and we're going to take a look at the droid wave first, and then we're going to reveal the clone wave. And for those of you who watched yesterday, it's similar but not completely the same. I've done a few tweaks. But then again, I don't really think anyone watched yesterday. I mean, 360p, like, what can you really see? I mean, I didn't even see it myself until I woke up this morning and realized, like, damn. So that's a rusty comeback. And I had a bit of a rant yesterday as well that some people thought I was being narcissistic about or cocky. And I don't think it's being narcissistic or cocky responding to people who are so doubtful and negative, who have to spend so much time being surprised I'm not dead or inactive. I mean, sometimes you gotta take a break. I'm not here to puke out content. I'm here to you know, enjoy what I'm doing, and if I'm not enjoying it, you guys won't be enjoying watching it. So, I mean, sure, there are ways I could fill out every hour of the day with videos, but that's not what this channel is about. It never has been. Oh, the 5th and final wave has indeed been deployed, and we can tell we got 6 super battle droids coming in over here. Oh, we have 2 that are going to, like, take to the high ground, and 4 are going to continue this way. This is the AI working its magic, and I just don't understand how they're doing this thinking. But it's so cool to see these super battle droids march in right now. We're going to see... Oh, there comes a weapon flying. We're going to see if they can attract the attention of the clones here. There's a lot of clones down here. Oh, look at them. They're going to blow them away. The clones are going to have to swap focus now from the droids to the super battle droids. Rockets going out. They're missing. They're flying right over them. There goes one super battle droid. Oh, that's a nasty rocket hit right in the center. The clones are still fighting up there on the left side. We had another super battle droid... A super battle droid. Oh no, okay. They didn't really excel at rock climbing, so they're gonna, I think, blow up here. That's fortunate for the clones. We have a few retreating now. These 4, and I think only 1 remains right now, has just crushed this right flank defense here. Absolutely diminished the clone numbers. Now, it won't be a hard task defeating the last and final super battle droid here, but the firepower has been diminished and reduced. How are we doing here on the left and right side? Well, the droids got numbers, but this is just, I don't even know what to say about this, like, choke point here. We'll talk about that later. Super battle droid continuing, not really receiving a lot of fire right now, so it's gonna probably wreak havoc a tiny bit more, but it doesn't take all too many clone blasters to bring it down. Oh, this clone is going to be fortunate to be alive after that rocket hit. It just, the rock here protected him and saved his life. Let's see if he can bring down the super battle droid. But look at the amount here. This is at least 2 dozen dead clones, and 2 dozen dead clones. 2 dozen, they're dead. So that's a pretty hefty number. Oh my god, look at this meat grinder. Okay, so now to the special clone wave. Ooh, clone commandos. Right now, acting like clone defendos. They are super cautious. In fact, I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're not supposed to be this far back, and they're not really adding to the fight at all. What we're gonna do is not take control of them exactly, and I can imagine the comments being written right now. Diplex, we won't take control. Diplex, 2 seconds later, sends them into battle. I understand, okay, but I mean take control as in decide their fate. That's not what we're doing. We're simply giving them the option to do that themselves. Come on, guys, you're commandos. Okay, you're not supposed to pull back. Anyway, okay, so I've done a tiny bit of I've given them the incentive to charge in here together with their clone comrades. They're not overly eager, but they're here. Yes, they are here on the left flank. They're spreading out. I don't know if the clone commandos have different AI characteristics, but right now these 501st troopers here on the right side are more courageous and daring than their clone comrades, or their clone commando colleagues, rather, on the left flank. Look at this exchange of fire here, back and forth. It's absolutely brutal. We got clones even fighting the droids here on the right flank. This is going to be so close. But the droid numbers are dwindling. In fact, I might even see them pull back soon. The clones are pushing up on the right flank. They might actually encircle and surround these droids, which might make them break. They might have to leave their positions. Oh no, he tried going for the grenade to throw it back, but he was blown back himself instead. Okay, now we're starting to see some commandos getting to work here. Is this... Yeah, we got the 4 heroes, including Boss, Sev, Nitro, and Hacker. That's what they are called in this version of the mod, which is predominantly French. At least it started out as a French mod with French names for everything. But I don't believe these 4 are actually the 4 original English names of the 4 heroes or commandos. So I believe one is supposed to be called Fixer. And yeah, there's another name as well that I can't remember right now. Oh, do you hear that? That's Boss right there. They are moving in. Oh my god, look at this. This is awesome. Look at these guys, man. Look at them waste these droids. Oh, that's awesome. We got the... Shit, this is totally unexpected. They are coming in here. They are coming in for the clutch right now on the left side. We got more clone commandos coming in as well. They are not staying back. I'm loving this. Yeah, we do have a few back here. In fact, we even have a lot of clones who have been really far back as well. Like, they've been all the way back here now, and they've probably been scared back. Oh, yeah, these were the guys the super battle droids forced to retreat. But now they are coming back in. And, guys, I do want to say, I don't know what I want to say, really, but it looks like the clone commandos back here are actually starting to inch forward. The reason why I asked them to be sent in to begin with is because I had feared for a second, without telling you, that I had forgotten to give them free move, that they were on hold position. I kind of had to find out by getting them closer to the enemy. They were all pretty much static, and I really did fear that. There goes one of the clone commandos, I do believe one of the heroes. That's unfortunate. He will be resuscitated and, of course, brought back into action later on. But oh my god, it looks like the clones are starting to come back with a victory. The droids are being pushed back despite outnumbering the clones so heavily. And oh my god, the damage the super battle droids did here on the right flank is pretty insane. But here come the force that was forced back, or that held back. I was afraid that the clones here in the center were the last ones, and even if they would have been, it looks like they could have held out long enough and defeated the overwhelming amount of droids here in the center of the outpost anyway, which is just awesome. Like, how cool is that? Look at these guys. Alright, he's going to throw that grenade back. He's going to be shot dead, but I don't think the droids are going to come back from this one. Now, okay, so let's call this a win for the clones, because I don't see the droids doing that much more work. But listen here. I want to see these commandos in action. Like, I want to see what you guys can actually do. So I'm going to grab you guys, because you were all the commandos, right? I want to send you guys in on the flank. I want to see some commando action, man. We've seen the super battle droids do their thing. I think this is about the remains of all the commandos. Oh, there's actually, in fact, you. Hey, 501st, dude, get back. Okay, we want to just see commando firepower. So here is at least we got 9. I did deploy 12 in total, 4 heroes and 8 commandos. How cool could this be, guys? Let's find out in just a second. Look at this. Commandos taking to the flank. Watch this shit, guys. Look at them. Look at them moving up. I just love the clone commando weaponry. I'm not sure what it's called, but this blaster is just awesome. Look at him just round him up. I want to take a look at how many kills some of these commandos got later on. Now, the regular standard clone commando troopers probably didn't get a lot, but some of the heroes did. I mean, Boss moved up here on the left flank and killed a bunch of droids, cleared this market, which was awesome. So they're going to continue working back there. We even have a few. I don't think we've lost a single commando. I mean, we've lost one of the heroes, but here's another 2, which would make it 10-11. So the only other commando we lost was the poor dude over here, which is... Let's find out. Let's abort this beautiful cinematic mode. Now I can't even get out of it. I'm cursed. Well, I'd rather have it than not, but can I please? I don't know what's wrong with this fucking game, bro. Bruh. Well, at least I got it enabled by smashing the buttons, but I've never had this issue before. Yesterday, it just flowed. Yesterday, it flowed so nicely. Today, we got some fucking... kaput! It's broken. God damn. How am I now going to find out how many kills Boss got? Anyway, we're going to watch him round up the last set of... Perhaps even the AI characteristics of the clone commandos are different, so that's why they were so cautious. That's why they held back. But in the end, right, I did send them up here, okay? And some of you might be like, hey, that's controlling them to a sense. Yes, but I didn't actually send them into an engagement. I sent them here, which was kind of out of harm's way. I then deselected them and let them do their own thing. Some moved up, but the rest kind of pulled back over here, which I was really disappointed about. And then I've actually seen them move up, which was really reassuring. I was like, thank God they're not a bunch of wimps that are just gonna like pull out completely. Let's have a look at casualties. That's about the only thing we can do right now. Well, what a freaking meat grinder this has been. This has been absolutely insane. This is something out of like Warhammer 40k with just stacks and stacks of bodies on top of each other. But this is brutal, insane. And we've seen a lot of dead here on the cliffs. Over here by the marketplace as well, and down here, and the clones have been killed out here in the open. So there's some cool groupings. So in general, I'd say we've got about 600 or so casualties, droids and clones. Mostly droids, probably 700 close to. I mean, if we got about, what, 40 clones remaining? Probably a little bit more. 650 maybe in total then. And I can't get out of the cinematic mode. I can't get out of the cinematic mode. So we can't actually see how many kills Boss got. God damn it. I'm stuck with this now, but I'd rather have this than anything else. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you watched yesterday and watched now, thank you as well. I'm going to give you guys some claps now that you can hear it on the fucking... the recording. You can hear it. Cinco de Mayo, arriba. So, shout out to you guys. This was meant to be a May 4th video. May the 4th be with you. You know, Star Wars, all that kind of crap. But unfortunately, it's going to have to be some kind of Mexican twist on it anyway. So, cheers to everyone. Let's celebrate the 4th. Let's celebrate the 5th. And tomorrow, we're going to celebrate May 6th, okay? All right, whatever. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.